Most men don't get it. They hear women say, "I want a man who listens. I want a guy who's sensitive. I need emotional safety." And they think, that means I should be soft. I should be passive. I should wait for her to tell me what to do. But here's what no one tells you. A woman's words and her actions often say two different things, and if you only listen to the surface, you'll miss what she's really asking for underneath. Because sometimes, the way she talks, moves, or even argues with you is secretly her way of screaming, "Take control." Not in a toxic way, not in a power-hungry way, but in the way a grounded Stoic man takes control, with calm presence, clear direction, and quiet strength. So in this video, I'm breaking down 10 female behaviors that deep down are a call for masculine leadership. You ready? Let's dive in. Part 1. She asks vague questions. When are we gonna hang out again? What do you want to eat? Should we do something this weekend? These aren't innocent questions. They're invitations to lead. Most men respond with, "I don't know, whatever you want." And just like that, masculine energy disappears. What she really wants is a man who can take the wheel. A man who says, "Saturday 7 p.m., I'll pick the place." That's not controlling. That's reassuring. When she's vague, it's not because she lacks ideas. It's because she's waiting to see if you have a backbone. Part 2. She becomes emotionally chaotic, mood swings, hot and cold behavior, suddenly picking fights over small things. What's going on? She's testing your emotional composure. Because when a woman feels uncertain or anxious, she'll often express it through chaos. But here's the catch. She doesn't want you to fix her emotions. She wants to feel your calm through the storm. If you get defensive, angry, or start reacting like a child, she loses trust. But if you stay grounded, breathe, and contain the moment without needing control, she feels safe. And that safety? It's your real power. Part 6. She delays making decisions. She says things like, "I don't care, you decide," or "I'm not sure, you pick." Don't mistake this for laziness. It's her way of saying, "I trust your judgment," if you're man enough to use it. A lot of women are tired of making every decision, especially when they're around a man. When she defers to you, step up, make a call, and own it. The Stoic man doesn't waffle. He leads, takes responsibility, and adjusts, if needed. That's attractive, that's masculine. Part 4. She gets distant or cold, suddenly she pulls back. Texts slow down. Her tone gets dry. Most men panic. They chase. They overtext. They beg. Wrong move. Distance is often a woman's way of saying, "Prove that you won't be rattled." A Stoic man recognizes the game. He doesn't match coldness with desperation. He gives space and stays centered. And in doing so, he communicates power, not weakness. Because women aren't drawn to emotional reactions, they're drawn to emotional regulation. Part 5. She tests your boundaries. She teases you, pushes your buttons, maybe even flirts with other guys in front of you. What's really going on? She wants to know, do you have limits? Or are you just trying to please her no matter what? This is primal. Women subconsciously respect men with firm boundaries. If you let her walk over you, you've failed the test. But if you calmly hold your line, not from ego but from self-respect, she instantly recalibrates. Because deep down, she's not looking for a servant. She's looking for a man she can't move so easily. Part 6. She plays dumb or helpless. Ever heard this? Can you help me with this? I'm so bad at directions. I don't know how to do that. Is she really helpless? Maybe, but more often, she's offering you the opportunity to step into leadership. It's not about superiority, it's about polarity. Feminine energy often wants to surrender into competence. And when you rise to the occasion, not boastfully, but with calm skill, she feels feminine, safe, and drawn in. A Stoic man doesn't overcompensate. He simply acts, handles it, and moves on. That's seduction without words. Part 7. She overshares emotionally. When she starts pouring her heart out, telling you about her past, her trauma, her insecurities, it's not just her being vulnerable, it's her saying, "Can you emotionally lead me through this?" This is where most men crumble. They start trauma bonding, or worse, they start fixing her. But a Stoic man listens. He holds space, he doesn't interrupt. He doesn't turn it into therapy. He's just present, rooted, unshaken, and that makes her want to give more of herself. Part 8. She dresses up for no reason. She's suddenly wearing lipstick, putting on your favorite dress, wearing heels to run errands. This is not accidental. This is non-verbal seduction. She's saying, "I want to feel desired by you, but I want you to take the lead." If you ignore it, you kill the moment. If you act too eager, you lose the frame. But if you notice it, lean in slowly and lead with calm confidence. She melts, because now she feels seen and led without having to beg. For it, Part 9. She interrupts you or challenges you publicly. 905. Ever had a woman disagree with you? In front of other people, it's uncomfortable. But it's not always disrespect. Sometimes, it's a power test. She wants to see, will you collapse, get defensive, or hold your ground without ego? If you get emotional, you lose. If you get aggressive, you also lose. But if you hold frame, speak with clarity, and lead the moment with quiet command, she feels it, she respects it, and often she'll soften immediately afterward. Because real strength is never loud. It's calm. Part 10. She creates sexual tension, but doesn't escalate. Here's the final one. She flirts, touches, stares, plays, but when the moment comes, she stops. What gives? She's saying, "You're almost there, but can you lead the energy?" This isn't a cue for force or pressure. It's a test of presence. Can you hold the sexual energy without rushing, without needing? Can you make her feel safe and desired? That's the balance. That's the edge. And that's what separates the Stoic from the desperate. Here's the truth, brother. Women won't always say, "Please take control," but their behavior will show it, loud and clear. The question is, are you calm enough to notice it? Confident enough to act on it? Centered enough to not need permission to lead? Because the modern world tells men to step back, while women silently wish we'd step forward, not with ego, not with arrogance, but with presence, conviction, direction. The Stoic man doesn't dominate. He guides, he anchors, he leads, without needing to be asked. And because of that, she follows. If this video gave you clarity, share it with a man who needs to hear this message. And if you're on a path to becoming that grounded, unshakable version of yourself, subscribe now. We're not here to play games. We're here to master ourselves, so nothing and no one can shake our foundation. This is Stoicism. This is leadership. And this is how you rise. Stay calm. Stay sharp. Lead with quiet.